The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Murray. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, oh, that's got to feel great for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his left. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Joseph Osai. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he goes out right around the 39. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Inside handoff, Henry. Bulldozes past him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 49 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Willis. Right side, and he finds Gray. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now Willis to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right, he had him open, just a split second too late on the release. 3rd and goal, Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. Touchdown! Derrick Henry from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers 7, Vikings nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Murray. They'll roll him out right. This is the tight end, Njoku. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Murray now on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gets him to first before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Murray to air it out again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bucs take over 1st down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Rolling to his right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Ready, set.
On first down, Willis. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Come on. Hit. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. After the penalty, it's Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Go, Reed. Go.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
Ready.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal.
Hey, Bronco.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Vikings 3. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this one is right down Broadway, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He completes it to Henry. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
On first down, Willis. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. A first down carry for Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18 rattle.
Willis now off of play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. The shotgun snap to Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
On second down, here's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Vikings 6. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 30 on second down, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, here's Willis. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
First down, Murray eluding the pressure right. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Now Murray's got to have this one. And able to complete it to Moreau. Touchdown, Vikings! Foster Moreau from 8 yards out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 25 yards that time.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They bring a receiver in motion left. Henry again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's Murray. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T. Higgins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, here's Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To throw is Murray. Pass complete to Higgins. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Murray. Quick slant complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Murray to throw. Right back to Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the two-point conversion. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he will get in. The two-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Daniel Carlson is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
was insane. Bro, Booby, that's too close to comfort, homie.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Bro, you should have picked it
Bro,
off, dude. You should have picked it off.
Devin Lloyd was just sitting there.
It
He
went
was
right
just
through him.
standing there.
It was like,
Menacingly.
yeah, he was fucking like, oh, there's the ball. Super late.
Yeah, I saw him react to it.
It's almost like a hitter reacting to a 105-mile-an-hour fastball, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, dude, I threw that, I threw that prayer up like, it'd be end of the game. If he picks it, he picks it. It'd be go overtime. And I clicked on him, and I saw the separation immediately, and I was like, oh, shit, I got a shot. And then I was like, be ready if he tackles me to call timeout.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, my God. I felt like that was the Chiefs-Bills playoff game, bro.
Basically, yeah.
Back-to-back huge plays. He started shutting the run down good, though.
Yeah. I really wanted to see overtime.
I didn't because I felt like I was going to lose.
That's exactly what I
We said the
said,
same
bro.
thing.
Yeah.
I was like, that goes to overtime. I feel like Ruby loses that.
Yeah. I was just sitting here playing, and I didn't have my headset on, and my fucking son is standing behind me, and I scored, and he screamed, and I jumped. I didn't know he was behind me, watching. Not at all. He's like, oh, you scored! And I was like, oh, shit. Fucking turn around, and he's like, what, Dad? He goes, you scored, right? And I'm like, yeah, but you scared me.
Yeah, but why the fuck are you in here?
Yeah. I was like, damn.
Like, knock next time. Whistle.
Right. Oh, man. No way. 10 years. I can't do that.
You gotta coach him up like you coached up me, man.
You're a little different. Wow. NFC East. If I took any team from the East, honestly, it would probably have to be the Eagles now because they're bringing back that Kelly Green. Oh, that's going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool. Or I would take the Commanders just for Chase Young, really. If he's still there. Come start of the season.
If they're still the Commanders come the start of the season.
That is true, too.
I've been seeing more and more things saying, like, petitioning to bring him back to the Redskins.
Bro, I heard a rumor. Elon Musk was going to buy him and go right back to the Redskins.
I heard that, too.
I was like, bro, can he even do that if it's petitioned to change?
I mean, he's the owner. I mean, I think he can technically do whatever the fuck he wants.
I don't know. Because didn't the Los Angeles Clippers petition to fire their head coach? Like the city? Remember when all that bullshit was going down with the Clippers?
Yeah, I mean, technically the city can say one thing, but
Basically,
if
the city
has 100% ownership of that team,
right?
I mean, there's nothing they can do.
I'm not really sure on how that works, honestly. But you know what I mean?
It's like, it's one thing if it's multiple people are owners.
Right.
You know, you have a board and all that, but if he just goes out and says, well, here's,
$200 million.
$750 million, this is my fucking team now.
Right.
I want to do what I want with it. They're going to be like, yeah, you can do what you want with it.
He would be the only one to probably own the team and the stadium.
Yeah.
Because no owner owns any stadium, which I find very weird.
I never actually knew that. I never really thought about that.
Yeah, like I thought Jerry Jones would own the Cowboy Stadium. No. You know, because he's like one of the biggest owners out there. No NFL team owns the stadium. Fuck, for the Lions Stadium, I think there's like 4 or 5 people that own that. Yeah. Once Bill Ford Sr. died and his wife sold it to a bunch of people. A long time. Yeah. And go look at the Cleveland Indians. They were even longer. Yeah. Blake, correct me if I'm wrong, did they change their name the same year the Commanders did?
I believe so. It was either the same year or the year after. I think technically they did it before because the Commanders went through their naming fiasco for a year.
I got you.
Took them a whole season to figure out that we're going to be the Commanders. Shittiest name in football.
Who's next? Fucking Minnesota Vikings?
Do what?
I said, who's next to have fucking boycott their name? The Vikings?
No
Oh,
shit.
it's racist. They're a Viking. Like,
Name is racist. It's the fucking Browns.
there you go. Okay. I like that.
We're the Patriots. I'm allowed to be a Patriot.
You know who owns the Cleveland Browns? The guy that owns Flying J Truck Stop.
No shit.
Yeah, the pilot Flying J. He's the owner of the Browns.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He probably makes more money through his truck stops than he does the team.
Yeah, no shit. I don't know. I mean, Cleveland sucks, but their fans are die hard as hell.
Oh, the dog pounds. Yeah, that's where it's at.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm coming back, Newt.
When are you in camp playing, bro?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, one good thing came from our game, Newt. For me.
What's up?
My controller no longer has stick drift. Turns out,
he
if your
beat the
controller
fuck
has
out
stick
of it.
drift, just chunk it across your living room into a chair, and it takes it away.